Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Muhammad and you are watching the course of Tajweed Al-Quran for beginners. In this course, you learn how to read the Holy Quran correctly. We're still talking about the sections of Madd. In our lesson today, we talk about another two sections of Madd. The first section is called Madd subject to Sekun. The second is Madd Leen. We talk first about Madd subject to Sekun. I want you to watch this word here on your right. If I ask you what kind of Madd you will apply in this word, you will tell me I will look for the letter of Madd. The letter of Madd here is the letter Waw. The letter Waw is followed with a letter with vowel. So this is the natural Madd. You are right, this is the natural Madd. But you know that usually, as a rule, when we read in the Holy Quran, when we stop or when we pause after a word, we pronounce the last sound as a consonant sound. We do this with all the words except words that finish or that ends with tanween fatah. In this case, we apply Madd Awad, and we talked about this Madd before. You can turn back to this video. So, if you read this word here on your right and you don't read the following word, you pause here after in the middle, or you stop recitation you're reading here. In this case, you will pronounce the last letter as a consonant letter. So you will pronounce this word as what I wrote on your left. Look at the last letter. I put the Sekun, because you will, when you stop after, you will not pronounce the vowel or the tanween, which you see in your right, but you will make the last sound consonant. In this case, if you turn back to the letter of the Madd, the letter Waw, and you try to apply the natural Madd, you will not be able to do this. Why? Because in the word before, what you will find written in the Holy Quran, you can apply Madd, the natural Madd, on the letter of Madd when the following letter is a letter with vowel, except the letter Hamza. But here now, when you stop reading on this word after, you will make the last sound consonant. So in this case, the letter of Madd is not followed with a vowel, but with the Sekun. Here in this case, we apply this Madd subject to Sekun. So this Madd is a temporary Madd. You apply this Madd only in case you stop or you pause the reading, the recitation, after a word that finish with vowel, and where the penultimate letter of this word is a letter of Madd, like this word on your right. The penultimate letter is a letter of Madd. So when you stop, you will not pronounce the vowels, but you will pronounce the last sound with Sekun. So in this case, we apply this Madd. So it's a temporary Madd. You will apply it only in case of stop recitation or pause recitation. And we call this Madd subject to Sekun, because you will apply this Madd only in case you get the Sekun. The Sekun is not an originally part in the word. So you will find the word written in the Holy Quran like on your right. After the letter of Madd, we have a letter with vowel. There is no Sekun. You will get the Sekun only when you pause the recitation or stop the recitation after this word. So you will make the last sound consonant with Sekun. So the Madd is subject to Sekun. You will apply it only in case of getting the Sekun. And this Sekun is not originally, because you will get the Sekun only in case you stop the recitation. So now you know why we call this Madd subject to Sekun, and now you know that you will apply this Madd when you stop up on after, or you pause the recitation after the word. So what you will do, in this case, you will prolong the sound of the letter of Madd, and you have the choice. This is the only difference. You have the choice. You can prolong this letter 2 harakat, 4 harakat, or 6 harakat. So the word is the same. The word on your right is exactly the same on your left. On your right, you will find it written in the Holy Quran like this. If you read this word with the following word, in this case you will apply the natural Madd, 2 harakat. So you will prolong the sound of the letter of Madd 2 harakat in case of reading the 2 words together. But in case you pause the recitation after the first word like this, in this case you have the choice. You can prolong the letter of Madd. In our example here is the letter Waw. You can prolong it 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. I recommend you applying 4 harakat. Why? I will tell this you at the end of the video, because it is related to our second section of Madd today. So this is the only difference. If you read the word with the following word, so the letter of Madd should be prolonged 2 harakat, the natural Madd. But if you read the word and you pause, you have that choice, 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. That's all about Madd subject to Sekun. So this word here, if you read it and you pause, you can read it like this with 2 harakat here on the letter Waw, and you can say Ghafur, or with 4 harakat, and you can read Ghafur, or with 6 harakat, and you can say Ghafur. You have the choice, but as I told you, I recommend you applying 4 harakat as you are still in the first level. So this is Madd subject to Sekun, and this is our first example for the letter Waw. Let's look at another example. This word. This word, we have here the last letter has a vowel, the vowel kasra. The penultimate letter is a letter of Madd. So this here is exactly the natural Madd, and still the natural Madd if you read this word with the following word. But if you decide to pause the recitation or stop the recitation after, in this case you will make the last sound, the last letter, consonant, like here on your left what I wrote. And in this case you can prolong the sound of the letter Ya 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. So here you can read with 2 harakat Ar-Rahim, or with 4 harakat Ar-Rahim, or with 6 harakat Ar-Rahim, and you have the choice. I want to show you this word, how you will find it in the Holy Quran. Let's take a practice example. So the word is here. This is Surah Al-Fatiha, and you read this surah every day when you do your prayers. So look here at the second verse. The last word in the second verse is this word, Ar-Rahim. So usually we stop reading, or we make a short break at the end of the verse to breathe. So in this case you will pause here after. So the last word you will read Ar-Rahim, this word. You look at the word, the last letter has vowel. The penultimate letter is the letter of Madd. So when you read these two words and you pause here, by reading the last word, you have the choice. You can prolong the letter ya here, 2 harakat or 4 harakat or 6 harakat. The choice is is completely up to you. But as I told you in the first level of Tajweed, it is better to take the 4 harakat always. So you will read with 4 harakat, Ar-Rahim. So this is an example for the letter Ya. Let's take another example. Yeah, this example for the letter Alif. The same thing. You have a word. You come to this word while reading and you decide to pause here to breathe, for example. So the last sound, you will make it consonant. And you find the penultimate sound, the penultimate letter of Madd. So in this case, when you stop here or you pause here, you have the choice to read this word with 2 harakat on the letter of Madd, or 4 harakat, or 6 harakat. So you will read it as wrote in your left, the last sound, consonant, and the prolongation is in the penultimate letter. So you will read with 2 harakat, Adab, with 4 harakat, Adab, with 6 harakat, Adab, and you have the choice. Remember, this can be applied only when you stop after words like this. And this can be applied only when the penultimate letter is letter of Madd. So if you find in a word these cases, but the letter of Madd, not the penultimate letter, so you should apply the other sections of Madd which you learned before. Madd subject to Sekun can be applied only when the penultimate letter is letter of Madd, and when the following letter with vowel, and only in case you stop recitation on this word. And when you stop the recitation, you will get the Sekun like here on your left. Okay? You will never found the words written like what I wrote on your left. You will find the words written like on your right. What here on your left, I wrote this to explain the rule for you. But you are going to find the letters like on your right, without Sekun, but with vowel. But when you stop, you change. You delete the vowel and you pronounce the last letter with Sekun. So that's why the Sekun in the Madd subject to Sekun is not originally, but is temporary. And this Madd is also temporary. So usually by reading these 2 words, we read the pause words without any pause in the middle. But if you pause here or you stop recitation, so in this case you will take this Madd, the Madd subject to Sekun. So to sum up, this Madd is temporary, can be applied only when the penultimate letter is a letter of Madd. When you stop with the recitation, you make the last sound consonant. And in this case, you have the choice of prolongation. You can prolong the letter of Madd 2 or 4 or 6 harakat as you like. But in the first level of Tajweed, I recommend you now the 4 harakat. Why? Keep watching, and at the last of the video, the end of the video, I will tell you in details why. So this is the Madd subject to Sekun. Let's go to the second section of Madd today, and our second section is Madd Leen. Learn this name, Leen, Madd Leen. Now I want you to look at the words written on your right and also words written on your left. All these words, I copied these words directly from the Holy Quran. I didn't modify anything in these words. I copied the words from the Holy Quran to here to explain this rule for you. Let's take, for example, this first word. On your left up, I want you to look at these letters of this word and tell me if in this word you can find any letter of Madd. I think maybe you will tell me, yeah, this word, where are you signing with your mouse, is a letter of Madd. This is the letter Waw. And in the last lessons, we talked about the letter Waw as the letter of Madd. And we said that the letter Waw is a letter of Madd when the preceded letter has a vowel Dhamma. We said this all the times. You can turn back to the introduction to the Madd and you will find all this information. So the letter Waw, to be letter of Madd, must be a consonant letter preceded with the vowel Dhamma. Here the vowel is not Dhamma, it's Fatha. But if you look in the first word up on your left, the letter Waw is a consonant letter preceded with the letter Fa with the vowel Dhamma. What is the difference? On your right, the letter Waw has before the vowel Fatha, sorry. But on your left, the letter Waw has the vowel Dhamma. On your left, the letter Waw is a letter of Madd. On your right, the letter Waw is not a letter of Madd, but is a letter of Leen. What? Yeah, what you heard, Leen. So maybe you are thinking, you are saying to yourself, I just understand now the letters of Madd, and now you told me that we have also letters of Leen. Yes, my friend, we have also in Arabic a letters of Leen. But take it easy, it's very simple. Don't worry, it's a very simple rule. So, letters of Madd are the letter Waw when preceded with the vowel Dhamma, or like under the letter Ya when preceded with the vowel Kasra, and also the letter Alif when preceded with the vowel Fatha. But if you find the letters Waw, or like under here on your right, the letter Ya preceded with the vowel Fatha, in this case are called letters of Leen. So the letters of Leen under are only the letter Waw and the letter Ya. But when they are preceded with the vowel Fatha, so the letter Waw here on your right above, the preceded vowel is a letter with Fatha. So Waw here is a letter of Madd, of Leen, sorry. Ya is a consonant letter preceded with the letter Ba with the vowel Fatha. So is here letter of Leen. But the letter of Madd are the same letters in addition with the letter Alif, but when are preceded with other vowels. Dhamma with Waw, Kasra with Ya, Fatha with Alif. So, to sum up, are the same letters. Here the letter Ya, on your left the letter Ya. The only difference is the vowel before. In the case of the letter of Madd, before the Ya you find the Kasra. In the case of Leen, before the Ya you find Fatha. The letter Waw can be letter of Madd if preceded with the vowel Dhamma. And the same letter can be letter of Leen when preceded with the vowel Fatha. So my friend, which letters are letters of Leen? Are only these two letters, the letter Waw and the letter Ya, when the both letters are preceded with a vowel Fatha, with a letter with a vowel Fatha. If you learn the name or how to distinguish the letters of Leen from letters of Madd, you did the second rule, because Madd Leen is exactly like the Madd subject to Sekun, but we apply Madd subject to Sekun with letters of Madd, and we apply Madd Leen with letters of Leen. So, Madd Leen can be applied when you find a word where the penultimate letter in this word is letter of Leen, is the letter Waw or the letter Ya preceded with the vowel Fatha. Okay? This is the first condition to apply Madd Leen. The penultimate letter must be letter of Leen. And in case you stop recitation after this word or you pause recitation after this word, let's take example so it will be more easy. Look at this word. While you are reading in the Holy Quran, you come to such a word and you decide to stop or you pause your recitation after. And you look in this word, you will make the last sound consonant. So this Dhamma or this Tanween Dhamm, you will not pronounce it, but you will make this sound, the letter Fa, a consonant sound. And you look, the penultimate letter is a letter of Madd. Pay attention, is a letter of Leen. Okay? The letter Waw is preceded with the vowel Fatha. So, here what you can do, if you read this word with the following word, you will not apply any Madd, no Madd. What? Yes, no Madd. Why no Madd? I have here the letter Waw, is a letter of Madd. No, my friend, the letter Waw is not a letter of Madd. Why not a letter of Madd? Because the letter Waw is not preceded with the Dhamma, is preceded with the Fatha. Okay, Muhammad tell us when the letter Waw preceded with Fatha is Madd Leen. So, if you read the word and the letter is Madd, a letter of Leen, if you read the word with the following word, you will not make anything. Just read. You will not apply any Madd because this letter is not a letter of Madd. But if you read the word and you stop, in this case you will apply Madd Leen. What you will do, you will make the last sound consonant. Look here, the Sekun. But in the Holy Quran you find the Tanween or the Dhamma or any other vowel. And once you did this, once you decide to read the word, you stop after, you will make the last sound consonant and you will pronounce the letter of Leen with prolongation. How many harakat? Exactly like the Madd subject to Sekun. 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. So another time, you find a word like this where the penultimate letter is letter Waw, letter Ya, letter Alif. If you find the letter like here is a letter of Leen, if you read the word with the following word, you will not make any Madd. So here in this word, if you read it with the following word, even if you find the letter Waw, you will not do any Madd. Why? Because it's not a letter of Madd. Okay? But if you read this word and you stop here, you pause after this word directly, you will apply Madd Leen. What I will do, you will make the last sound consonant, and this you know already. This is a rule with all words in the Holy Quran, except words that finish with Tanween Fatha. When you read a word, you make and you stop after or pause after, you make the last letter consonant. This is a rule which you apply with all words. But as the penultimate letter is Madd Leen, so here I have the choice. Which choice? I can prolong this letter 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. So you will read this word with 2 harakat like خوف. With 4 harakat خوف. With 6 harakat خوف. And also here I recommend you apply 4 harakat. So this is our first letter of Leen today. The second letter of Leen is here. When you read, you find such a word and you like to read this word and you check the letters. Here is the letter Ya. Muhammad tell us letter Ya is a letter of Madd, and the following letter is a letter with vowel. So here is a natural Madd, and I must apply here 2 harakat of prolongation. No, my friend. Why no? This here is not a letter of Madd. This here is a letter of Leen. So the letter Ya is preceded with the vowel Fatha. Look here, Fatha. The letter Ya to be letter of Madd must be preceded with Kasra. Okay? So the letter Ya here is called letter of Leen. What I should do? If you read the word with the following word, you will not do anything. You will pronounce the sounds. You will pronounce this word like Quraishin, Quraishin, without any Madd. Why without any Madd? Because this is not a letter of Madd. Why is not a letter of Madd? Because the vowel before is Fatha. The letter Ya can be letter of Madd when the vowel before is Kasra. So reading this word with the following word has no rules of Madd. When you must apply the Madd here, when you read this word and you stop, what you will do? You will do the word like on your left. The last sound, the last letter, you will make it consonant. Look here on your left, I already delete the tanween and I put here the Sekun. And here, as you like to read this word and stop or pause after, you have the penultimate letter is letter of Leen. So you can prolong this letter, the pronunciation. How many harakat? 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. So reading the word on your right has no Madd and can be done like or can be read like Quraishin. But on your left, when you stop after or you pause after, you can prolong 2 or 4 or 6 harakat, the letter of Leen. So you can see with say with 2 harakat, Quraish. With 4 harakat, Quraish. With 6 harakat, Quraish. And you have the choice. It's up to you how many harakat you will prolong, but I recommend you 4 harakat. So to sum up Madd Leen, we have finished. Madd Leen can be applied when you come to a word and you decide to pause reading after this word, and you find in this word the penultimate letter is a letter of Leen. What you will do? You will prolong the letter of Leen 2 or 4 or 6 harakat. Sorry, I can't remember which letters are letter of Leen. The letter Waw and the letter Ya. When the both letters are preceded with the vowel Fatha, are called in Arabic language letters of Leen. Now look me here. I wrote this for you. Madd Leen follows Madd subject to Sekun. Let's take an example. I meet you in the street and I don't know you. And I ask you, excuse me, can you tell me where I can find the supermarket? And you tell me, look, I am going right now there. You can follow me. Follow me, I will show you where you can find the supermarket. So you tell me, follow me. In this case, I don't know how to reach this place. So I will follow you, I will walk behind you, or I will walk side by side with you. I will not walk in front of you because I don't know the way. So I will walk beside you or behind you. The same thing here. Madd Leen follows Madd subject to Sekun. So Madd Leen can be prolonged like the Madd subject to Sekun or less, but not more. What this means? Look here. If you decide today to read this page, you like to read one surah today, you like to read 10 verses today. Let's take the example, this page. I like today to read this page. And in the second verse here, you come to a word where you find a case of applying Madd subject to Sekun. And you decide, here is Madd subject to Sekun, the letter Ya. I will prolong this letter 4 harakat. You already decided this. And you keep reading. While you reach another verse, the next verse or the last verse, you find one word, for example, this is not real here, but you find one word in the same page where you can apply Madd Leen. And you decide, here Madd Leen, I will prolong this Madd 6 harakat. This what I means. That if while reading, you come to a word at the beginning of the page and you find Madd subject to Sekun and you prolong it 4 harakat, and after in the same page, in the same verses or in the same verse, in the same surah, I mean in the same session of reading. Today you like to read 10 minutes. At the beginning of this 10 minutes of today, not of after today, of today, of what you are reading in the same session. The beginning you find a word like this, Madd subject to Sekun, and you prolonged it 4 harakat. And after 2 verses you find a word where you can apply Madd Leen. In this case, you can prolong Madd Leen 4 harakat or 2 harakat. Why? You told me I can also prolong it 6 harakat. Yes, but if you find Madd Leen with Madd subject to Sekun in the same session of reading, you cannot prolong Madd Leen more than the Madd subject to Sekun. Why? Because this is the rule. Madd Leen follows the Madd subject to Sekun. Is the son of Madd subject to Sekun. You cannot prolong it more. So now I don't know how to apply it. That's why at the beginning of this video I told you prolong Madd subject to Sekun 4 harakat and prolong the Madd Leen also 4 harakat. You are in the first level. I don't want to make it difficult for you. The best way is taking a middle way. We have 2, 4, 6 harakat. Take 4 harakat is a middle way in Madd subject to Sekun. And also in Madd Leen we have 2, 4, 6 harakat. The middle way is 4 harakat. So take 4 harakat. And when you do this, you will never have problems. You will find the rule easy. And you will never make errors in reading. So I decide today to read one page. In the first word or in the first verse, I find a position where I should apply Madd subject to Sekun, and I will do it 4 harakat. And at the end, I find, for example, a word where I must apply Madd Leen, and I will do it 4 harakat. Like this, you will never make problems because you did the same prolongation in the same in the positions or in the 2 sections of Madd, and you will make it easy for you. So decide you can take 2 2 harakat for Madd subject to Sekun and Madd Leen, and you can take 4 harakat, and I recommend you 4 harakat, middle way, for Madd subject to Sekun and Madd Leen. Okay? And at the end, it is all up to you. If you can apply all as you think. But the most important thing is that you know that in the same session of reading, you cannot apply Madd Leen more than Madd subject to Sekun. Madd Leen can be applied like the Madd subject to Sekun and or less, but not more. What I recommend you sit with yourself and decide, I am learning how to read the Quran. Now I learned 2 sections of Madd, and to not make problems, I will always prolong Madd subject to Sekun 4 harakat. This is a middle way, and I will always make the Madd Leen 4 harakat. This is the best and the more easy for me. Like this, you will understand quickly the rule, you will not find it difficult, and you will not make errors. This is the most important thing when you are reading how to read the Holy Quran correctly. This is enough for today. Go to the Holy Quran, try to practice. Practice will help you a lot. Thank you a lot. See you the next time. Assalamu alaikum.